It's a beautiful day for a podcast. A beautiful day for a special guest. Would you be my guest? Could you be my guest? Welcome to Ava's podcast. Now, where the fuck do you think you're going?
Hello and welcome to Where the Fuck Do You Think You're Going? Today I am here with one of the best debaters. He was in the debate club last year before he left because he was a senior. He is now also a freshman at NC State, part of the Wolf Pack. And I just found out he's also a professional singer and loves to post singing videos on Instagram. It's Logan Church.
Wow.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you today?
Good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You're on NC State spring break right now. How has it been being away from Raleigh and State and
I
all
want
of
to
that?
go back.
Yeah?
It's not great here. It's
Okay.
boring.
Did you feel that way before you left for college?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to leave immediately.
Oh, okay.
Like I told my therapist like 1,000 times. I was like, I cannot wait to go.
How was your high school experience? Did you like high school?
My first 3 years were awful, but then like senior year was awesome.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, I joined a debate club, and like now I actually have friends. Like I go outside. It's
Are you like joking? Are you
No,
like...
I'm not joking at all.
Oh, really?
No, like I made friends from debate. Like that's how I met multiple people.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
I sometimes like forget that like people like join the club and like enjoy it.
Yeah. And some people join and they're like losers at first, and then like they come out and they're like, oh, I'm so cool.
It's like Glee Club.
Exactly. And I'm like the Mr. Shoe because I came in as the new guy with Mr. Splat's kind of like Mr. Shoe, actually.
Yeah.
He gives that vibe.
Kind of. So, you didn't like high school until your senior year. What were some of your things in senior year, other than debate, that made it good?
I just stopped being lonely. I kind of learned it was like, oh, you kind of have to like put the effort in. Like there's the only fix is, going out and trying new stuff. So I joined clubs and like I actually talked to people. Like I would talk to people before, but I was just like obnoxious. Like people didn't really like me that much. I was just like loud. And like I guess the end of junior year I learned how to talk to other human beings. Like I like met someone, I was like, oh, you like talk out loud. It's like fine.
Mm-hmm.
So my senior year I brought that with me, and like I kind of like, I like talked to people, and I like started like building up like relationships so that like I had something to think back on when I went to college. And like a big thing for me, I was like, I need to go to prom. Like I can't be like a dork who doesn't go to prom, right? So I went, and that was fun.
Thinking about not going.
Yep, you're going.
Okay, so you went to prom. Prom was so good for me sophomore year. Junior year, it was just like didn't compare. But I know I should go.
You have to for your senior prom is you need to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I went. I don't dance. I just sing.
I love that. I break it down. If I'm going to go to somewhere where you dance, I'm going to break it down on that dance floor.
I would just probably grab a microphone and start singing. Like, I'm pretty good, though.
I want to do karaoke.
Me too.
I have been trying to convince Texas Roadhouse to do a karaoke night since I started working there, and they hate me and they won't do it.
You should start a karaoke club at Ashley.
That is an interesting idea. Oh, I want to join an a cappella group when I go to college.
There's a lot of them. So
really?
Oh yeah, there's so many. Like,
okay,
I see like spray painted like stuff on the tunnel that's like join the acapellas, join the whatever. They have so many names. They're all dorky, but like I'm sure you could join one.
I'm excited. That makes me really excited to hear, actually.
Yeah, and they're not that great, so it's like not hard to get in. No, some of them are really good, but like sometimes I hear them sing, I'm like, oh wow. I really wanted
one of those male a cappella groups to like sing to me for my birthday. Like, have you seen those videos?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I wanted that.
I'm more of like a barbershop quartet kind of guy. Like I'd want that.
Like a doo-wop group or something.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so your senior year was interesting, and then how was your college application process?
Honestly, I think it was super chill. Like I didn't have stress about it. I kind of just like, honestly, because I was just going through a lot of that time where it was like, oh, my life's like better now. Like my life was like not good for the past like multiple years. I was like, I don't even care. Like this is just paperwork. It's like I've been doing this stuff by myself all the time. Like I can just do it.
Yeah.
So like I didn't think about it too much. I wasn't really all that ambitious. Like I applied to multiple schools and I wanted to like get into Duke or whatever, but like I didn't really care. I was kind of saying like I might just go to UNCW at that point. Mm-hmm. I think what changed was like finally getting into colleges. Like, oh, like this actually matters. Like the application process itself was like simple for me. Like I just thought it wasn't stressful. except for the essay. I didn't, or the, what is it called? The writing portion.
Mm-hmm.
Mine wasn't good.
Yeah, no, that was, oh my gosh. It was so, I feel like I always thought that like college applications was just like the personal essay.
Yeah.
And I didn't like, it didn't clock for me that there was like 16,000 supplemental essays
yeah.
that you also do. That was a pretty treacherous experience for me because I just feel like I never, like, I thought I was like, oh, I just have to write an essay and then I like submit it.
Yep. Then you had to write about your major and then the food at the place or something. That's what I did.
Food?
Yeah,
You wrote about the food at the
for
place?
Duke. I was like, I can't wait to eat your food. I had no idea what food they had. So I didn't get in, so don't do that.
Okay. Did you like have like a dream school or you were just kind of okay.
Duke was my dream school. Like growing up, I was always like, oh, I'm gonna go to Duke.
Mhm.
Like after I moved to North Carolina, I was like 8. Like it was like always my family was like, oh, you can try to get into Duke. And I was like, you know, I'm kind of pretty good at school. Like maybe I can, and I didn't. But like NC State's a pretty good secondary school.
So
I didn't do Chapel Hill at all.
Were you like heartbroken?
I was sad, but like I was also excited because I knew one person getting in. I was like, oh, that's exciting, So I don't know. It was kind of like I knew something exciting was going on with Duke. That wasn't me.
Yeah.
Like I was excited about State because they have a good physics department and they're actually like the #1 public education school in the state. So like, if I want to be a teacher, it's like pretty good school. It's better than Duke. So.
Okay, facts. Okay, well that's our perfect segue for where the fuck do you think you're going? So first, let's just start off with you're a freshman at college.
Yes.
So you go to NC State. What are you majoring in?
I am a physics major and I'm also a science education major.
Awesome. And was NC State the main? How many schools did you get into? Like how?
I got into all of them, but I think I applied to 6 schools.
Okay.
I basically applied to like a lot of public schools around here. I think I did App, Charlotte, UNCW, NC State, and Duke. I think that's it. And I just didn't get into Duke.
So was State like the obvious choice for you once you didn't get into Duke?
Yeah. Okay. Like immediately I knew that's where I was going.
Okay. And why? I know you said like they have a good department. Are there any other reasons why you like really liked NC State?
I'll be honest, it's kind of like of all the other schools I applied to, it was like this one's the most well-known one. It wasn't like some deep like, oh, I love State. It was just like, do I want to go to UNCW and live in Wilmington for the next 4 years of my life, or do I want to like go out and do something new? Like, I want to go to NC State and like go to this really big school and like see what it's like. I think it went well.
Yeah. No, I love NC State, but I do like think it's also always interesting because there is like levels of prestige when it comes to schools, and it's so hard to not like fall into like caring about that.
Yes.
Like it's so hard. Like I never even considered App State, partially just because I've already lived in Colorado and like I've lived in the mountains, but also I'm like, oh, like it has like a reputation. And like that makes me like not want to go there. And I'm like, that's so bad. Like that's so bad. And then same with like me being waitlisted at Chapel Hill. And I'm like, oh, like if I get in, like I'm supposed to go to Chapel Hill because it's like better. But then I like love NC State. And it's you can't even say that you didn't even apply.
I don't like Chapel Hill. That's why.
Why don't you like it? Tell me why.
Well, I'm a Duke fan. And now I'm an NC State fan, but both of them hate Chapel Hill. But also, I went to their campus for a tour one time. It might have been the worst ever like experience of my life. It was so gray. It was like rainy the whole time. I was like, oh, this is a sign. And, like I went to visit a friend at Chapel Hill like a month ago, right? And like the dorms are nice, but like all the buildings look like concrete and it's sad. At least NC State's like bright and red and there's like leaves in some places. It's like nice. I'm
so happy you said that.
Okay.
Because I always say to people, I love NC State because it's so red. And they look at me like I'm stupid and they're like, it's just brick. Like brick is just red. And I'm like, no, like it's like red.
Yeah. No, it's like that's their whole thing. Is red.
Yeah. And like you walk around campus and people are like wearing red. Like I literally remember I was so in awe because NC State was my first ever college tour I went on. So, like, maybe it was so magical to me just because it was the first time. I like to tell myself that it really was. Like, I just, like, felt it, something in that campus. But it might have just been because it was my first tour. But still, like, I was there and so many people were wearing NC State stuff. And I was like, this is so, like, there's so much, like, spirit. And I've never had, like, great spirit when it comes to, like, Ashley High School.
No.
Like, I don't wear, like, my garnet and gold.
No.
But I was like, oh, my God, like, I could be, like, red. And, like, I can, like, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I do know what you're saying. I mean, I'm wearing NC State stuff right now, but it's blue. So I guess not a good example. But
still, like, there's just so much, like, red. There's so much, like, spirit. And it's like, wait, like, they like going here.
Yes. And fun fact, when you first get in, like, after, like, a few weeks, they give you a free shirt. It's like a free red shirt for whatever your major is. So
Really?
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I got there like whenever I got my acceptance, like the actual like mail
Yeah.
like acceptance letter a couple weeks or whatever after I got in. It's like so good. Like they have like all of these little like things you can like put on your wall. Like
Yeah.
it's just so red and I just love it. What was something that like surprised you about college? Like something that you didn't expect?
How lonely it is when you first get there.
Really?
Yeah, like even if I knew people, it was like I had to start over. Like this is
Mhm.
the new like part of my life. It's like I went there and I immediately was so lonely. I had like no friends, and I was just like I was a loser kind of. I just like walked around campus by myself. And I don't think I expected that to happen because like, oh, my senior year went so well. I don't expect that to happen in college again. And then it felt like it was going to happen again. But then you kind of just meet people like in your classes. You just naturally hang out with people because like everyone doesn't want to do their homework, so everyone has to do it at the same time. So they're just like, "Do you want to come do the homework with us in the library?" It's like, "Yeah, I haven't done any of it." So,
Yeah.
it's just you don't expect to go in so lonely, and no matter how lonely you think you're gonna be, like multiply by 2 because it's gonna be pretty bad.
How was like your roommate situation?
So I'm related to my roommate.
Oh.
He's my uncle. He's also half Chinese, but he's my age. My grandpa remarried. He moved to China.
Okay.
It's story, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's my roommate, and it's chill. He's an interesting guy. We're very different. He's like a political science major. He doesn't do like any extracurriculars besides like one thing. It's like, oh, he's like never out of the room. It's like I'm everywhere. Like because I have 2 majors, and I love working outside. Like I do schoolwork outside. It's just like very different. So it's like sometimes I need that personal space, and like I can't get it in the room, so I like go to my car, which is like 20 minutes away.
So what made you choose to like to have a roommate that you already knew instead of meeting someone new?
Just because I knew he was going. It was like I knew it was like a safety thing. It was like
Okay.
I don't want to get in there and be like stuck with someone I hate.
Mhm.
I also don't want to go there and like meet someone and like we like each other and it goes wrong. It's like I'm not gonna like hate my uncle. It's like
Yeah.
it's gonna be fine. Like we would talk to each other all the time during like COVID. Like we would talk on the phone. We're the same age. We have the same interests. So like I knew going in like sure it's probably gonna be like different and weird. Like at least it's like a sense of like normalcy.
Yeah. Do you ever regret not like trying to push past those comfort zones, or like are you still happy with your decision to choose
I actually
him?
do think it would have been better to choose someone random just
Mhm.
because I've always heard stories where it's like choosing random is better. It's like you don't want to go in with someone you know because you already know them. It's like you're kind of holding yourself back from the natural roommate situation where that's like a lot of people, their first friend is their roommate. And like it doesn't last forever, but like it means y'all go hang out, go get dinner together,
Mhm.
It gives you like a natural built-in friend. It's like, yes, he was that for me, but it's like he was also my uncle. So it's like, does it count? It's like I already knew him. So like I think maybe it would have helped with loneliness to not have that like safety back in the room all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like my mindset is very much like I already know them, so I already know like the people that they know a lot of the
Yep.
time, and I'm like if I'm with someone new, also then they can like push me to try new things or to like meet new people. I'm trying to have the mindset also of like if I like my roommate, awesome, we're friends and we do stuff together. If I hate my roommate, awesome, it pushes me to get out of my dorm
Yeah.
and go do things.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that's so easy to say right here in my home when I have my own bedroom
Yep.
and when I haven't even done any housing stuff yet. When I actually do it, it'll probably be a lot worse. But
And it won't be bad. It's just you're like you have to get used to sleeping in the same room as another human being and never having privacy. It sucks, but like it's unavoidable unless you get like really lucky or have a lot of money. So you just have to get used to being around people. But like next year, I'm gonna go to an apartment where I have my own room. It's like I can shower in my own shower. I can change somewhere that's not in the bathroom, like inside of a shower. Like I have privacy, and that's gonna be nice.
Okay. I think that's great. And that is one thing that I definitely like worry about because I'm someone who like I love talking to people and I love like even I feel like sometimes I'm spending time alone and I'm like I need to get out. Like I need to be around people.
Yeah.
And so I think it'll be good to like have someone there sometimes. But at the same time, there are times where I like need my alone time and I need my like me myself time or I will be horrible because I like need that. And that is something that definitely scares me is I'm like when am I going to get that? When I'm in college.
Yeah, here's the thing. You need a place to cry because it's going to happen. And like some of us chose bad choices. Like I would cry outside. It's like that's embarrassing, And some people I guess got the room to themselves and I, maybe he cried in there while I was going outside and crying. you know, but like it's all about where you can find a place to cry. That's all. That's
Yeah.
what you need.
Well, my thing is, like, my car is my sanctuary.
Yes.
Like, my car is where I'm alone. My car is where I sing. My car is
Yeah.
where I, like, like, I spend so much time in my car because I drive, but I also get to places early and just sit in my car and spend time by myself. Like, love my car. And so the thought of, like, not having that is
Well,
scary.
you can get a car on campus. I got one after like a few months of not having one, and it was the best thing that happened to me because it's just like I can sing again. You know, I can post a video of me singing a song, and
Singing in the car is so good. So you go to NC State for physics and education. Okay, so what are your long-term goals career-wise?
I want to teach like high school physics and just high school science and math in general. I'll do that for a few years, but then honestly, my long-term goal is to use my like experience in education, and then also hopefully reach like master's, doctorate level. I want to really become like an academic kind of, and I want to get involved in like administration. Like I maybe not like president, you know, but it's like I want to work like on the like the idea of education itself instead of just being a part of it. Like I feel like there's so much wrong with it now. It's like I feel like someone's got to try to change it. It's like I really want to change it, you know.
Yeah.
So like my big goal is to get involved in public policy or private policy when it comes to schools.
I love that. Okay, I did not know that. And why physics?
I just think it's interesting.
Okay.
It was actually it's weird because it was the only class I ever got to be in high school. But I just thought it was so interesting. Like I was like, oh, you like plug numbers in? It's like you just predict the future. It's like that's crazy. So I was like, that's what I want to do.
Okay, so tell me something about physics.
You know, like if you move, you move. And it's like if you like, you know,
Quote that.
Yeah, that's good. Yes, if you move, you move. It's like saying like that. It's not moving because you're not acting on it, right?
But isn't everything moving?
Well, the Earth's moving, but like that's what gravity is or something. It's like, you know, I'm in physics too. Like I'm pretty much a genius.
Okay.
Like there's magnets, there's electricity.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And why teaching? It's like, why is that what you want to start off with?
Honestly, it's because of two teachers I had in high school. Mr. Nez, he was my math teacher. I loved his class. I had him 2 years in a row, all year round. So I had him for math 3, pre-calc, and I had him for calculus A, B, B, C. And I just loved it. Like I hated math. I absolutely despised math until I was probably a sophomore when I had him. He made me like something I always hated. Like I felt like I was good at it. I was like, that's what I want to do for someone. I was like, he brought something out of me that like I didn't know I had. And like now I'm a physics major. Like all I do is math, you know? And then the other one is actually Mr. Sklad because he was always just so like down to earth, it felt like. And like he was running all these clubs that's just so like inspiring kind of. Like he used to do key club and debate club, and he would also like drive the buses for like student athletes that weren't the football players. So like he just does everything because he cares about the school. It's like that's really cool to me.
Yeah. No, he always like amazed me because so many people approach him to like supervise stuff because like he does other things, and so they just like more and more people ask him, and he just always says yes.
Yeah.
Because he wants students to like do what they're passionate about, and if he has to be there for them to do that, he just does it. And I'm like, do you ever go home? Like I'm like
Yeah.
I'm like that is just like so, and you're not getting paid extra.
No, yeah.
You're just like doing it. And yeah, that was always like amazing to me. But with like teaching, obviously it has a reputation for not making a lot of money.
Yeah.
So like what are your thoughts and feelings about that whole thing? Is that something that you've like been taken into consideration?
So I kind of have to just like swallow the pill and be like, I'm not gonna make money. Like I'm gonna be making like nothing compared to like what I'm doing. But luckily I just had like a lot of luck when it comes to like financial aid and scholarships that like I'm not going to be coming out of school with a bunch of debt. So that's already a big weight lifted off my shoulders that a lot of people have to deal with. So I have that privilege to go into education and not be super scared. But also I think I'm willing to not be like the breadwinner of my house. Like I will let my spouse make a lot more money than I do because I'm going to do what I like, you know, and hopefully they like what they're doing. Like I don't want to make money for no reason, but like I'm not going to change what I want, you know, and if I were to get into that higher level, like administration stuff, they make more money. But nothing about teaching is like a money making idea. Like I'm going into a major where it's like, I have a secure job, but it's like, I might get paid like $40,000 a year when I first start, you know? So it's not amazing. Like I could probably get paid the same at Walmart.
True.
So
Is there anything that scares you about going into that? Like, obviously, our world is changing so much with AI and just like other things like that. Do you have any fears around that, or like any job security stuff where you feel pretty good about it?
I don't feel job security issues or like fear at all, but I do. AI is a big part of why I want to get involved in changing some stuff, because I feel like no one, like everyone involved in politics who like talks about AI, it's just like, dude, you're 80 years old. Like you should not be using those two letters connected to each other at all. Like you don't know what you're talking about. You still use like a BlackBerry phone. You know, it's like you don't know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know a bunch about AI, but like I know what it is. And, like, I know that like what I would do is I would have people who know what they're talking about get involved, instead of like not making rules. And like the fact that you can make videos of people's faces that they don't consent to, and like the fact that it's so easy to just cheat in school using it, and like that's sad because it removes the thinking aspect of school. Like at least when you stole answers when before AI, it was like you still had to find it and like think about it a little bit, but the AI kind of just tells you what to think.
Yeah.
And that's a big issue. I would love to see a big change where like AI is somehow like outlawed from schools. Like I think it's just detrimental to the education system.
Okay. And are there any other like main things you want to focus on if you get up to that?
Yeah. I think a big issue is that we don't, like everyone talks about paying teachers, and I of course think teachers need to get paid way more. But education in general is not funded. They don't have money to go have clubs. They don't have money to do any of this. I was in Science Olympiad my entire high school career. They can never even afford to have a bus for us to go. We always had to go on our own. And like that is such a crazy issue. Like we can't afford a bus for an academic team where people are getting first, second place. It's like they're doing something for school. They're going to states, and yet you can't provide anything for us. And like I don't blame the principal. I don't blame our school. I blame the system that we live in, where money doesn't go to things that matter sometimes. It feels like $1 trillion goes to blowing people up. It's like maybe just throw like 10% of that towards education, like see where that goes. You know? And I really want to see education to be the priority, because I think if you educate people, that's the biggest thing you can do above everything else. Upping minimum wage, like that sounds great, but like if you educate everyone will have the ability to get those jobs that they want. It's like I don't want people to get paid $30 an hour to do something they hate. I want them to get paid $30 an hour to do what they love. Yeah. And that's what education's for.
Yeah. And I do think that's so interesting, because I've had multiple people on here who have been like, I would love to be a teacher, but I'm not going to because of the money. And it is so sad that there's so many people, like, it's not just teaching. There are so many things out there that like people who have such passion for it are willing to do, and they would probably be better teachers because they're the people that really want to do it, instead of the people that like end up doing it or whatever. And it's just like so sad that people make all those decisions based off of just money.
Yeah. I think it's such a shame. Like I feel like obviously if you're getting into education, you're not doing it for the money. Yeah. But like you've definitely met those teachers where it's like they've been doing this for 20 years. They do not like this anymore. Like, they've lost it, because I would guarantee you a good portion of that's because they're not getting paid. Like they feel this financial burden at all times, and maybe they need to have second jobs during the summer or side gigs all year round. And it's just like, it takes the fun out of the thing that they loved before. And like, that's such an issue. And not just feeling like not a priority, even though you're probably doing the biggest public service you can be doing next to, healing people as a doctor, like teaching, healing, and then like firefighting. Like you need those or else the world's going to end, And it's like, it feels like we don't give enough respect to any of those groups, but especially teachers. It's like, people critique them. Parents get so mad at them. Everything's blamed on the teacher, and they get like none of the credit. I think that's such a shame.
So like, what is the process to getting to that position where you're like working on policy and stuff like that instead of teaching?
So I don't know like the exact like the route, but there's multiple ways I could go about it. And right now I'm actually trying to start a club at NC State. The acronym would be STAPLE. It's Student Teacher Alliance for Public Policy and Leadership in Education, or something like that. And basically I'm just trying to start an organization that's based around not education, but education policy. Like there's so many groups that are for like future teachers and future math teachers. It's like, I want something where we like talk about like what's going on right now, like what is being passed in law, what's the state doing. And it doesn't have to be high school. It can be all education levels. Like all of it's affected by that stuff. And I want to make a group where we can, discuss it and advocate for things as students and teachers. So that's my first big step, is trying to actually put my foot in the door of like leadership. I never really did leadership in high school. I was always joining clubs, but I never thought I was like good enough to be the leader. Like now I'm trying to start something because it's like I care about this and I really want to see this change. I think that's my first big step. But after that, I think just for me, it would be getting that experience as a teacher. I don't want to be some politician that people like. It's just like I'm doing it because I'm a greedy pig. You know, I want to do it because I love what I'm doing. I don't want to be seen as like a suit. I want to be seen as this teacher who's going out of his way to help the education community. So I don't want to be getting a political science major. Nothing against that. It's just that's not what I want to represent at all. I want to seem like, you know, the common man, the, you know, I'm your neighbor, I am your teacher, you know, I'm your local coach, right? Like I'm down to earth and I don't want to be anything more than that. So, you know, I couldn't get to that higher level without, you know, going through those loops of like bureaucracy that I don't want to be part of. I would not get involved.
Okay.
Because I'd refuse to, like, you know, uh what's the word,
I don't know what
I
word
don't
you're
know
looking for.
yeah, I don't know either. I refuse to like fail like my own, you know, like beliefs. Like I refuse to like
Go
give
against
in.
your values.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't want to go like, I don't want to do something I don't believe in because it's like that's what everyone does. Like,
Yeah.
I want to make a change because it's what matters. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm gonna go in saying we're gonna do all this, and it's like I come in and it's like we have like $5,000 extra for all schools in North Carolina. It's like, really? That's all I did.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what I'm doing.
And this is going to sound like a really stupid question, but like when you get to that position where you're like changing things, like who are you working for? Like what is that job?
So that is kind of complicated because it depends what I would be doing. So
Okay.
I could be like, you can be like commissioner of education in an area. So sometimes there's like state commissioners, or like if you're in a bigger like city area, like there's a commissioner of Chicago, commissioner of New York, right? So that's more like a public policy thing where I'm like representing the people. So I'm not really working for someone. I'm just like, it's like a senator. It's like you kind of just, you work a job for the people. Usually you work with your governor and your local government, but at the end of the day, it's, you represent something as like the leader. But if I were to get more involved in like lawmaking itself, I would be working for some sort of organization or party that was advocating for what I believed in, as some sort of, you know, like, I guess I was going to say like I would be writing the laws, but like I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I would much rather, I love talking. I like being the center of attention, to be honest. I want to be the guy who goes out and talks about it. And of course I'd be involved like with the policy itself, but like I think it's, I cannot live like a office job. Like I need to be in the center of attention, to be honest.
So like who's paying you then? Like,
Oh, it would just be like the government. The government
Okay.
would pay me. Yeah. So it's the same as teachers, just like the government pays you.
but you're gonna make more than a teacher, or
I mean, yes, because I would be like, you know, I could probably make like 80 to 100,000 a year, which is a lot better than like a lot of teachers get paid.
Yeah.
And like, if I wanted to be like real awful, I could like take donations and be like a millionaire and like do evil stuff, you know?
let's not do that.
Yeah, I didn't plan on it, but like I'm just saying, like money making is there. So if I really was like, man, I would need some money right now, I'm taking money from anyone. The NRA, APAC, all of them. I'm just immediately.
Awesome. And I know you've talked about,
Did I do it?
yeah, it's good.
Okay.
I know you've talked about how, you know, you had struggles in high school and the beginning of college with like community and having people. So like, is this a job where you feel like you're like, is that something that's important to you? And if so, are you going to be getting that community in this job?
So yeah, definitely. I already doing this tutoring stuff because I just started this like my job is working with teachers as kind of a tutor / teacher at this like after school center. And I immediately, I mean, I've only gone in there like twice now, but like it's immediately like I know that these are like my people. And in college, I got involved in this thing called PER. It's physics education research. And this guy Jake, he's actually a very similar path as I am. He was a physics major and science education major, and he's a graduate student right now, and he's taught for a few years. So like he had like that gap between, but he like, I talked to him when I first met him because I immediately knew like he's what I want to be. Like I want to be this guy. And so I went up to him and I talked to him and I joined the PR group, not like officially, I don't do research for them. But I am an active, like I come in and sit in meetings and I talk to them about stuff because I needed that sense of community, and that's what it gave me. It gave me the sense of like, these are people who care about what I care about, even if it's not all the same perspective. And I mean, I guess going like one bit further with community is that I think a big part of education should be building community in the first place. And I would love to be a teacher who can build that community for others instead of making you feel isolated. Because like I know personally, I had teachers who like I would feel like I'm so alone in this class.
Yeah.
And, like I would be so scared to speak up. And then there's other classes where I would be willing to talk the entire time. It's like there's something about the energy a teacher gives off. It's like there's something there. Like I want to do that for someone.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely wish like I feel like once you get to like higher classes like high school and then like with me being like taking classes at CFCC, they do not prioritize like that community aspect at all. And like, you know, in middle school or whatever, it's like you start school and you're like like I know icebreakers, people think they're stupid, but you get to know the names of the people in your class, and the teachers like make you move around and talk to people. And yes, you hate it in the moment, but then it's like you know everyone in your class. I'm in classes, I don't know the name of every person in I have one high school class, I don't know everyone's name. I am at CFCC, I don't know most people's names in my classes. And it's like so crazy that they don't prioritize community, because you're going to community college.
It's in the name.
You're going to community college, and from people I've talked to in the past on the podcast, they're like, the one thing that's the hardest about going to community college instead of a university is that it's so hard to have community because there's not as many aspects of like building that, and it's just so crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who goes to NC State, I definitely felt community, but it's also like, to be honest, I don't know the names of so many people. Like these classes, of course, when you have this like 150 people lecture halls, you're never gonna know that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know everyone in my English class. It's like there's like 12 people in there, and like half of them went to Ashley. Actually, it's like, how do I not know everyone in this class? And then like, I'm gonna be honest, like sometimes I forget the names of the people I go eat lunch with all the time.
Okay, that's a you like.
No, I think it's a sense of community that they're failing to build.
Oh my gosh, that's so bad. Okay, well, let's like talk a little bit more about college, since you have some experience that not many people do. Because I've had a few community college people on here, but not a lot of people have that university experience. So like, what's something that's different about like the class aspect for you coming from high school?
It depends on the class, because there's some classes that are a lot like high school. My English class, it feels like I'm in high school again.
Okay.
We do icebreakers. Actually, our attendance is he asks us a daily question. We all have to answer it, which I love.
Yeah,
I love
think
like
that's
being
great.
forced to answer a question, because like after the first like 4 days, everyone's willing to speak up. It's like I'm like actually answering questions in an English class, which I don't care about, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't feel scared. So there's some of those classes where it's like, it almost feels like kindergarten again, where it's like, oh, we're all friends here.
Yeah.
But then there's also, you know, I hate how like not personal like my chemistry class was. Like it was probably 200 students in that room. I couldn't name a single person in there, like not one. I can't even remember the professor's name right now. And like again, that is a me issue. The professor.
No, I don't know my professors' names. It's like kind of bad. Like I don't at CFCC. I don't know my.
Yeah. So like, it's like, how do I not know anyone?
Yeah.
And it's such like a stark contrast to high school, where it's like no matter what, you knew your teachers' names, like, because you're just so up close and personal. Like when you're sitting in like basically a stadium and you're like staring at this guy who's like basically the size of like an apple from your angle, you know, it's like I'm not gonna remember this guy.
Yeah.
I don't even remember my TA from there. Like I don't remember anything from chemistry. I don't even know how I passed. But it's just the biggest difference is just how diverse the classes are. It not just in how they're taught, but like the classes are, you're gonna meet a lot of people you've never met before.
Yeah.
Especially at a place like State, because it's, while it's not the most diverse school, like in certain ways, you're gonna meet people that you're like, oh, like that is not a type of person I have met before.
Yeah. And
honestly, it's one of the coolest things. Like, I love meeting people that like I would be like, who is that? Like who is that guy? You know, I mean, I'm not gonna name any names, but like there are people on campus who walk around wearing some of the craziest stuff. I'm like, I just want to be your friend. You know, it's like it's such a diverse group of people from all over the country. And it's like that's something you don't get at a high school.
Yeah, and that's something that's so exciting to me is somewhere like NC State compared to even like Charlotte or something. Like NC State has so much more diversity.
Yes.
Chapel Hill, like those places, which partially like it's the research triangle. Obviously, we're gonna have people. There are people from other countries, like, and that is something that's just so exciting to me because I feel like it's so sheltered. In at least like at Ashley, we don't have that much diversity.
No, it's like 90% white.
Yeah, it's like not good, and I'm so excited to like be around that, like, and just have those experiences. And I think that's something that's so cool.
In political science, I'll tell you, is very diverse. I always see, because you know my roommate is a political science major, everyone I see like in the club he's involved in, it's like that's a diverse group. Physics and STEM, not diverse at all. It's still an issue. And that's just a big STEM thing anyways. They don't there's a lot of white guys. There's also usually like a bigger portion of like Asian and India, but like there's so little women
Mm-hmm.
and so little like queer people too. So, depending on the major, it's different. But like you will definitely get that experience that
Yeah.
maybe someone who's like in engineering won't get as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Set me free. What is like something like an expectation that you had before going into college that just like was not like that just wasn't how it was?
Honestly, my career goals, I immediately went in and I was like, I'm gonna be a teacher, but like I'm gonna be a physicist first and foremost. I was like, physics is my thing. I'm gonna be a doctorate in physics. I'm gonna be Dr. Physics. Like that's me. And then like a weekend I was like, no, I can't do it. Like this is not me. Like I think it's interesting, but like my life cannot be dedicated to looking at the most boring equations of my life. Like I can't do that. So it's just going in and it's like you're just forced to see like, is this for me?
Yeah.
If you go in, you're like, I want to be a teacher, you're gonna know pretty fast, like that's not my thing, and I think it's actually kind of like really beneficial to have that, like you're just forced to like confront that immediately. And so just going in with the expectation of like what I wanted to do, that changed so much. And it still changes probably every week. Like I've thought about changing my major like 5 times in the past like hour of talking to you. So like it's not ever something that feels set in stone.
Yeah. What is something that like you wish you knew before going into college?
I wish I knew that like people want to talk to you. Like everyone is so lonely. Everyone is lonely, bored, and broke. Like no one has anything they can do. And like I had too much safety at first. I had my roommate. I had my ex-girlfriend at Duke. I was always spending time with no one new.
Mm-hmm.
So I never got that, like sense of community until I was kind of like forced to, because I was like, I need to make friends. Like this is like embarrassing. It's like October and I haven't met anyone. So like my biggest piece of advice is just like when you go to the dining hall, just sit with someone because they want to talk to you. Everyone is so deprived of like, human to human interaction that like if you sit with someone at lunch, they're gonna want to talk to you.
Yeah.
And like in your classes, just like follow them out the door because they're just gonna go to one of their classes and like into like 5 minutes, 10 minutes that you're talking, you're gonna make a friend.
Yeah.
And at some point you're gonna get someone's phone number. It's like, there we go. Like we're friends. And then college, it's so much like high school, I feel like you really meet everyone you end up knowing. College, it's a lot of like, oh, I met one guy and he's connected me to like 10 people, and that's probably the coolest thing is like you just meet like big groups. It's like you never get bored.
Yeah.
So all I say is just put yourself out there.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Oh, set me free. Oh my gosh. Okay. I want to be there right now.
Yeah.
Do you have any like plan B career goals or are you just
plan B would, well, what do you mean? Like for education in general or
just like anything? Like if like do you just have any other like options or ideas, or if everything went to shit, what would you do? Like
so if I were to go into like, let's say I taught a little bit, I was like, this is not for me. I didn't want to do the public policy. I'll go back to school and I would go back for physics because I know I like it. And I'd be like, maybe that is just for me. Like maybe I want to do like a more like professor / researcher type thing, where it's a lot less, it's just not teaching. It's not the same at all. And it would be giving me that same like outlet for like my interest and my creativity. It wouldn't force me to do, education. But if for whatever reason I do love education, but I can't do the public policy thing, I'm going to stick to education. I want to teach my entire life. I want to spend my life benefiting the education system one way or another, whether it's me being in it or me being a part of like the small group that controls it, So I want to benefit that part of my life because I think honestly education is such a strong part of who I am now. Like, I think without the people I've met because of school, I wouldn't be who I am.
8. Are there any like big like obstacles that you can see or like things that worry you like moving forward and trying to get to where you want to be?
Yeah, I do. Because teaching, while it is one of those things where you can get the jobs, everyone can be a teacher if you have that like degree because they need them. It's hard to get jobs that you want. I might not be able to be a physics teacher. I don't want to teach chemistry at all. That would be my nightmare. I can't. I'd probably be worse than the middle school or high school I'm teaching. So if I run into that, I would really struggle. I would really hate to teach something I don't want to teach. And I'd probably pivot to math because at least then I would enjoy it. But I just don't do chemistry. Biology's fine. But like I want to do physics and I'm doing science. And so if I can't do that, I would basically just dedicate my time to education purely and ignore the subject. I'd be like, math, like I don't need to care that much. I know how to do it, and I can just embrace education. So that's probably my biggest worry is just like not getting what I want and like having to like because I'm sure I'll be a teacher. It's just like, do I get what I want out of it? Like, am I going to teach science, or am I going to end up being like a math teacher who's teaching like math 1 to a bunch of students who don't care? Yeah.
That's definitely scary.
Yeah.
Especially with how much time you're like spending in school, and then
Oh yeah. Like, did I waste my time and just end up getting the job I could have got if I just did like maybe one major instead of double majoring,
Yeah.
So, but like honestly, this is gonna be awful, but like I just love the idea of like being able to say like, oh, I'm a physics major. Like I love like I would be a physicist no matter what after I get this major or degree. Like I can be like, oh, I'm a teacher, but technically I'm a physicist as well. And like all the students would be like, oh my god, he's like such a dork. Like
Yeah.
And like people would think I'm smart even if I'm not. And it's like that's kind of cool to me, even if that's like not a good thing to like.
I'm not judging you.
You don't have to. Someone out there is.
Oh. Okay. Also, I know you said that you're very lucky with like scholarships and everything like that. So like what like because I was just listening back to one of my episodes the other day that I released recently, and we were talking about how it's like scholarships it's just so like it's such a struggle to like figure out that and like navigate that. So like what's some advice you have for that process, or some things you learned from that process, or anything you want to share about that?
So my perspective is very different because so much of my benefit like stuff comes from the fact that my dad is actually a veteran and he's like a certain level of disability, and like that means the government gives me money to like go to school, which is really cool. And it makes me super lucky. But there's also scholarships that I applied to very specifically because my dad was a veteran, or because of like I knew about things because my dad was involved in a place of work. It's like, oh, I knew that scholarship existed. But honestly, I just say like talk to your like parents, because they're involved in something. And so many businesses or so many gigs have scholarships, even if they're just a few $1,000s. It's like not that many people know about the Port City Java scholarship. Like if you know about it, you're going to get that probably.
Yeah.
So like it's really about like kind of just making those connections before you even get to college, just like learning to network, because like it is so hard to get just like normal scholarships, because it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm boring. Like I'm white straight guy. Like I'm not religious. I don't have that. Like I don't have Christian scholarships I can't get anything like that. So I'm really held back in the like, just who I am. So I have to like find stuff that's just not been done yet. But like if you are of a specific religion, there's so many scholarships for every religion. Like Jehovah's Witness, they have stuff. Muslims, they have so many for like this Islam like society, I guess. There's just so many scholarships for religion. So like if you're involved in that, do that too. Just whatever you're connected to that's like personal, that's where you should look, not like scholarships.com.
Yeah. Love that. Thank you, because you're the first person that has had the knowledge to share that. Okay, and sorry, that was like a thigh slap. And lastly, what is some advice that you would like to put out into the world? It can either be about college, about your career, anything you want to share. What's some advice that you want to put out there?
I'm just gonna give general advice, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna say that I live by the idea that if you don't fail at 90% of the things you try, you're not trying enough. You should go into almost everything knowing it's not going to go well, because I think life is meant to be lived. And I think like I embrace the idea that I'm embarrassing. Like I am going to fail so much, but that's what brings you the small pieces of success that are like so cool. You can't go further if you don't put yourself out there. So I just say like, if you're not failing, you're not doing enough. So you just need to just put yourself out there when you know it's not going to go well.
Yeah.
I think if everyone else is lost, if they don't like what you're doing, just do what you want, and do just like, if you see some people see some people at a table, go up to them and just hang out with them. They want to talk to you. Like go into it thinking you're going to win, because like it works. Like you just need to try.
I love that. That was so beautiful. Thank you, Logan. And thank you for telling me where the fuck you think you're going.
Yeah.
Thank you for educating me about college and making me excited about NC State and making me excited about life and friendship and community. And I hope that you can change our education system for the better, because it's kind of fucked right now.
Yeah. I have an idea. You're going to state, most likely. We're going to start a club, the Heated Rivalry Watch Party, and it's gonna be a thing.
Okay, let's talk about heated rivalry right now.
Okay.
Once we turn off the camera.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Logan.
Would you be my guest? Could you be my guest?